What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Steelez, and this is another edition of KickzWitSoul, where the slogan is, every shoe is just a shoe to you, put your soul into it. And today, we have the Air Max Penny Orlando home. No, Orlando, not the home. The home was the white. And this shoe is very special to me. One of my top shoes of all time. I love Penny. Like if you've been listening to my videos, you know my mom wasn't with the Jordans, and I was with the Penny collection all the way up until you got the the phone posits. When them joints was like 160 something at my size. So I had to fall back off that. But Iverson, Penny, and of course Jordan, of course, you know, but Penny was a very big part of my 90s childhood. So let's get right into it. Brand new box. You know, I was surprised. I wasn't surprised. I knew this shoe was gonna sell out when it came out in 2022. If you don't know, I'm new to sneaker game. I'm not new to sneakers. I'm new to sneaker collecting. So I came into the game last year. So this shoe actually released in 2022. And the funny story was, I'm a single dad, you know what I'm saying? And when the shoe dropped, I had some extra bread, but it was like funny because my son was like, oh, I like those. And I'm like, dang, I can't get both of them. So you got to make that decision. And I went with him, you know what I'm saying? And he killed those shoes forever, yo. Like, them shoes looked good until he couldn't fit them. And I should have kept them as a trophy, but like I said, I wasn't into collecting shoes. And I just knew I got to get those shoes. So now that I've been collecting shoes, this one was on my radar. I did not know that this shoe was going for such a high price online, just like the Griffeys. The Griffeys Freshwaters is another one, but you got to keep eyeing it. You know, I don't want them used. You know what I'm saying? I don't got a problem with used shoe, but sometimes, you know, I just be wanting my joints. I need them fresh, my babies. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a hard joint to get, like them Air Bacons. So let's get right into it, y'all. Got this Nike standard box. I guess this the OG box they come in. I don't think this the OG box they came in, but they might have came in this box. All right, we can pop that open. Went to GOAT. GOAT never fails me. I've been to GOAT about 6 times. Always pass the legit check. Let's take these vans out, man. I'm so excited. I am so excited about the Nike Air Max Penny Orlando. Let's take a little soul table spin right there. Oh my goodness. This shoe came out, debuted in 1995, I want to say. You know, Penny was with Orlando. Penny had the little Penny, aka Chris Rock was the voice of it. And man, they had some cool commercials, man. One of my favorite commercials. It might have been this one. No, I think that was the Orlando Atlantic Blue. Which one? Y'all helped me out when it was like when Tyra Banks got out the car and she was blowing the bubbles, and they did the same the joint Jordan had in his commercial, but they did the same type of little spin and he dunked it on everybody, you know what I'm saying? But I remember that commercial. I remember the house party commercial. I remember them watching. Man, there's so many of them, man. It's just funny, man. But this one right here is actually created by another one of them, Eric Avar. It seems like if it ain't Eric, it's Tinker, right? You know what I'm saying? But that's just the era we live in. There's a bunch of dope other shoe designers out there. Don't get it twisted. But it seems like my era, I was liking those guys. And some of the test specs, man, like I love about these 90 shoes, they seem to put a little bit more inspiration and a little bit more like time into the shoe and making sure everybody's shoe was a little different, even though they all kind of had like similarities, but they definitely gave them own little personality. Like, so Penny was big on saying that he wanted his shoe to be worn off the court as well. So it does have a nice little luxury look, but the test spec right here, if you look, you got the Zoom Air unit in the front. Well, you can't see that, but then you got the air bubble in the back. That's kind of like just same as the Penny ones. No, these are Penny ones. The Penny 2s. I don't know why I get the Penny 2s and Penny 1s mixed up, and they don't even look alike. You know, I got my Penny 1s right there. But let's take a look at some specs. So I don't really know too much of the crazy. You know, we got a nice, it's kind of a foam posit vibe right here. This little white outsole that comes up to the midsole. It's not like one whole midsole. It's kind of broken down. So this little midsole right here, outsole, how we gonna put it? It's like a nice little foam posit vibe. You know what I mean? And then you got that nice bubble, beautiful Nike check right there. It's kind of like a bubble with the translucent in there. Not translucent, clear with the electronics, the electric bolts going through. I like that. I also used to always love this bubble right there with the Nike check. Just little simple things. You got this. I thought this was 3M when this came out. It might have not, man. Maybe they had 3M shoelaces. I think we had some shoelaces that had, or maybe I bought them because I remember I had them in my shoe. Maybe I bought them because I was big on shoelaces back then. But for some reason, someone tells me the OG version of these, y'all, this was 3M. I don't believe this is 3M right here on this panel. I just think it's black and white. You know, we got that nice little nylon tongue with the stitching. It's the detail we talking about. Look at that stitching with the deep royal blue for the Orlando Magics. Also got that pinstripe vibe that kind of matched their away jerseys when they got that black with the white pinstripe right there. And on the back, we got us a nice little pull tab right there, just simply black and blue. But one of the best logos out there ever. Argue with whoever you want, you know what I mean? Jordan, of course, is the most notable, probably one of the best, but you can't tell me that right there. And one thing I always notice about Penny, real quick. Let me pull my Penny one up real quick. Uh-oh. They always double stitch my man. They always double stitch my man. They never do my man dirty. They don't like. I haven't got one that has been debossed yet, but it seems like they take time with his logo, y'all. Look at that. He always stitched in, so that always fit with me, man. The Nike shirts, they always seem to put the double stitch or the double print on there, and it just always looked good to me. But I knocked it down, y'all, so I got it, man. These the ones I seen Penny playing in. He played in a lot because he played in some joints that wasn't officially his, but I think we call them his. Those I don't even want to say the name wrong. Y'all give me the hint because y'all my peoples. But y'all know the joint that Jordan wore. The only shoe that Jordan ever wore from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? He had the black and white joints. You know, Penny had those. You know, they say these technically really not his, but you know, maybe this is a PE version. I don't know. But we definitely seen them in the videos and TV and with them and video cards and my posters. We already know what time it was with this, and we already know what time it was with this. So for my coat classics, these are the three that I absolutely needed. These wasn't so hard to get. You know, these actually sit. You probably still get them now. I don't really know about our sizes. These, even though they labeled as a quick strike, man, I got these for $139, man. Like, come on, the penny, what? The pennies, bro? I said, cuz, that's crazy. I just knew. I was like, yo, this is the last size, ain't it? He went and checked. He's like, no, we got a couple good sizes. What size you need? I told him that 12, and had me. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of my happiness and give that out to you. I want to send a shout out to my Knicks. We might not do it tonight because I got that much respect for Boston, and I know they gonna have that championship fight because they got that championship pedigree. So that's big, much respect for the Boston and y'all fans out there. Prayers up for Tatum. I wish that never happened, you know what I mean? Because he was killing, bro. From the jump to that happening, he was cooking, man. You know what I mean? So that's very unfortunate. I want to get that out the way first. But now that we got that out the way, y'all going home, man. Yeah. Maybe not tonight. It can happen tonight because, you know, our boys just fight. Even if y'all try to blow us out the building first off and do all that, listen, we just gonna take them punches. You know what I mean? We walking them down with the 52 blocks. You know what I'm saying? We just, we taking all that. And then we start striking. And then we know the best closer in the game, Jalen Brunson. And well, at this moment, you know, I ain't going to get ahead of myself because I'm a Knicks fan, but at this moment in the playoffs, the clutch player of the year, you know, that's evident and given. So, you know, he going to do what he do at the end. And big ups to Mikal, big ups to OG, big up to Cat, big ups to even PJ Tucker, you know, because they giving that boy props on the sideline. So that championship pedigree, he might keep us in there. That's something we don't see, we don't know. Well, I'm going to get up out of here because it's actually game time. Y'all have a good one. It's your boy steelez. Y'all going to kick it out with the slogan, what it is. Every shoe is just a shoe to you. Put your soul into it. Y'all have a good one, man.